Hey Bobcat Nation, do you want to see what life is like at Quinnipiac University during the fall 2020 semester? Well, I'll show you in this Quinnipiac Day in the Life. My name is Michael Morian. Everyone calls me Mike. I'm from Ramsey, New Jersey, and I'm in the 3+3 DPT program here at Quinnipiac. DPT stands for Doctor of Physical Therapy. So I get my undergrad in health science studies, and then I move on to grad school. But right now, I'm about to head in for my BMS 300 class, which is the Physiology of Human Performance. And we actually have a test today. I'm a little nervous. All we can do is hope for the best at this point. You can see that I have put on my handy dandy mask. Anytime we are on campus or outside of our residence, these have to be on. It's one of the ways that this fall 2020 semester has been different, challenging in some ways. We're adapting. I have class in person right now, which is awesome. All right, guys, just got out of my BMS 300 exam. It was actually a lot easier than I expected, so a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Now we're gonna head to HSC 214, Care and Prevention of Athletic Injuries, which is an in-person class today for me. It flip-flops every other day. Just got out of HSC 214. Now I'm headed to one of my jobs, actually. So I work as a peer catalyst. Freshman year, every single student takes a class called FYS, or first year seminar. And basically it's like a class that kind of gets you accustomed to college level research, writing. And as a peer catalyst for it, my role is to make sure that the freshmen in my class have the smoothest transition to college life as possible. So here I am in my FYS class. Wave, give me a wave, hello. As you can see at the tables, we have okay to use stickers and do not sit here stickers. So as you can see, everyone is spaced out. And so this is another way that the university is trying to allow us to have in-person classes. All right, so you guys might also be wondering why this class is so small. But in reality, the rest of the class is joining us here on Zoom. There you go, there's all my wonderful freshmen. This thing right here is our brand new Zoom carts. Students can interact with us here, and we have them up on these screens around the room as well. So it's just to try to maintain that sense of normalcy that we had prior to all this happening. And again, it's all just the measures that we're taking here at Quinnipiac to make sure that we can, stay on campus and have a great semester. I just got out of work, my FYS class, and I have a meeting for our school's IFC, which is our Interfraternity Council. I am the Vice President of Recruitment and Philanthropy. So I am in a fraternity here at Quinnipiac. It's Pi Kappa Phi. About 18% of our undergraduate men are in fraternities here. The overall population is about 21%. Greek life has its presence for sure here at Quinnipiac, but it's not overwhelming. So I'll take you guys in there and show you what's up. The Interfraternity Council is kind of like the governing body over all of the fraternities that we have here. Just concluded my Interfraternity Council e-board meeting, and a question that I'm sure some of you guys are asking yourselves is, how do you balance, all of this involvement? And, the simple answer, and maybe it's a little cheesy, but it comes down to self-discipline. I'm a firm believer that you get out of college what you put into it. To have the best experience possible, you have to apply yourself, jump on opportunities that come in front of you. Don't pass up on, new experiences, and don't be afraid of responsibility. Challenge yourself, push yourself, and force yourself to get out of your comfort zone and grow. I'm heading back up to York Hill. I'm gonna hit up the caf, grab some lunch. I had a long morning. Alrighty, here's my favorite part of the cafeteria. I think I'm gonna get an eel roll as well as a California roll. And so as you guys saw, I just went inside the cafeteria and picked this stuff up. But we also have a brand new Boost mobile ordering system that the university is using so that we can kind of limit the time that we are in contact with food and with each other. So now I'm going to be having my meeting with Catherine Pizzella, who is the Director of Fraternity and Sorority Life. She's also the IFC advisor. We're just gonna be discussing recruitment. It's in its final week. Now it's time to get some dinner. So I just ordered my food through the Boost mobile dining app. That mobile app is awesome. It makes the process of getting food really simple and really seamless. It takes money straight off of your meal plan. So, it's not like you're paying anything additional. Hi, it's Michael. Thank you very much. Before I start digging into some of this food, I want to talk a little bit more about the Q-Flex model that Quinnipiac has adopted for this fall 2020 semester. Some of our classes are online, some of our classes are in person, some of them are hybrid, where they flip-flop. Normally it's every other class. The second class of the day that I went to, which was HSC 214, that class alternates. So next time around on Friday, I'm going to be joining via Zoom. There's all these measures that we're taking to make sure that it's safe and that we can, have the best semester possible given the circumstances. I'm joined with my roommate, Will George here. And how are you adjusting to this 2020 semester?
It was definitely a little bit different at first, but I'm in the mindset that it's a lot better than being at home. So I think, there's a lot of precautions in place, but regardless of what I think of those precautions, I think they're helping us out in the long run.
Final class of the day is my understanding film class. We had discussions about 2 movies, Vertigo and The Rider. This class also alternates every other week. So today I was on Zoom and we just discussed over Zoom while everyone else was in class also discussing. And next week I'll be in person. And with the conclusion of my understanding film class also comes the conclusion of my day. I hopefully showed you guys a ton of cool, awesome stuff that you can get involved with at Quinnipiac on top of my classes. Even with these unique circumstances, professors are adapting and we as students are also adapting. And be sure to check out our other Quinnipiac Day in the Life videos so you guys can see even more of Quinnipiac all for yourself. Go Bobcats!